Hello, welcome back. Last time I stepped away from an optional challenge that it turns out I just actually wasn't ready for yet, as much as I thought I was. I think it's important to have the ability to do that. I feel no negative feelings about that at the moment. Going back there would change that, so let's go somewhere else. So my plan for today is complicated. I'm not in the mood for a silver strawberry. I'm not in the mood for a secret hunting. I want to go to World Abyss, but like I said, I want to actually... Really? The map button sits me down? Okay, if you say so. I said I would go to the gym before I start Reds. But I want to make this quick. I do want to actually go to World Abyss today. Let's do a super quick review to see what I remember. And then that will tell me what I might need to practice if I have trouble in there. Chained Ultra, I know exactly what that is. I don't even need to step in here. Grounded Ultra, I know what that is. And that's enough. Corner Kick, yucky. Maybe I should have come here to improve that. I don't want to do corner kicks right now. I know what they are. I don't like them. Could this make me any more consistent, though? Wait a second. Crouch dash, is this reminding me that I can... Is it easier to corner kick if I crouch dash? It's possible to strike while spikes will kill you if you move the same direction, jump up diagonal, perform a corner kick. Hold on a second. Does a... yeah, sure, try to go back that way. Does a crouch dash make this more consistent in some way? Oops. That might... Wait a second. Has this changed my plans? Am I gonna go back to Mosaic Garden? What do you have to say? Right, neutral corner kick. Uh-oh. I'm being reeled back in. Oh, right, and then I have to repress. But that was an aspect of corner kick I had not thought of, so it turned out maybe I needed the gym just like one task earlier than I thought I did. Because that room did warn me about Grandmaster techniques. Corner kick is dashless, jump inputs are closer together, bind a second jump button. Yes, that helps a lot. Oh, well, even with that, I still didn't do it. Why is it not happening? Am I pressing too late? And that's the corner kick, it just mysteriously fails. There I did it by not using the other button. That's not a jump button. Oh, that's a jump button! Okay, well, it would help if I pressed the right button. That's why it wasn't happening. Alright, so that's a neutral with... Ooh. Ew. Okay, so... Okay, this is actually kind of complicated, but I figured it out. Crouch dash and perform a corner kick off the other side of it. Grab the wall, climb down before performing. Don't climb down too low. No, this doesn't actually say anything about crouch dash making corner kicks easier, but I'm wondering if that's just a thing in general. It was not mentioned there. The temptation here, of course, being go back to Mosaic Garden, try doing all crouch dashes for the corner kicks there, and see if it makes it feel more possible. Dang it! Oops, that's not how I exit this. That looks like an exit to me. Oh, I'm doing this to myself. I sure am. Man. Alright, incoming regret. Here we go again. This is a bad idea, but I'm doing it. So, crouch dash there is not appropriate at all. it doesn't even get me high enough. But, well, if I edge right enough, it does. If that can make the corner kick enough more consistent, maybe that's acceptable. It complicates the inputs a lot, though. Whoa. Okay, well, it's something new for my fingers to do here, at least. Oh, jeez. I don't know, that just... my head's not even high enough for that with a... but then that actually killed me. Alright, maybe not the first one, but the second one? So if that's a crouch dash... This room just won't leave me alone. I say as if I'm not doing this to myself. Well, let me get up there and see if it feels better to corner kick in the top part. Huh? Well, I did it without crouching. I'll have to remember to actually make the input. I don't even know if I can get high enough for that. Maybe, though. I crouch dashed. Well, that kind of got me pretty close to my best. Pretty close. Alright, well, I'll give this maximum 15 minutes. If I'm not done in that amount of time, then I'm out of here. How about that? Nope. Ooh. Ooh, sort of close. Nope. Whoa, that was wild. Okay, that's the clearest evidence I've seen that crouch dash makes corner kick easier. I very, very much bumped my head there and still did it. I didn't do the rest, but that was... okay, I think that has positively answered my question. It has been just under 15 minutes. It's been 12 minutes right now. So, not a lot of time left on this challenge. Ooh. I'm not sure if that was a neutral jump at the end, but that might have just proved that that's not gonna work. So that might need to be a climb jump to get around that last spike up there. You know, here's an option. I have a minute and a half left here. In that time, let me see if I can determine some things. So the way I used to do this, I don't know what speed I was at then. Yeah, see, so that sometimes happens. Oh, that was not a full jump. Yeah, sometimes I just... okay, is it... Okay, I can probably learn a lot from this, actually. Whoops, that wasn't a super. Alright, so the super timing's weird. Yeah, those inexplicable deaths there, I guess the idea is you're supposed to use the default starting position to avoid that, but that comes with way too many other issues. It's just default starting position is not generally usable. At this speed it kind of is, but at normal speed it is not in the slightest. Like, it's just straight up the checkpoint is in the wrong place. Whoops, that's the wrong kind of jump. I won't even get this at slow speed within the 15-minute time limit. Alright, well, since I'm not going at that speed anymore, I'll consider this outside the bounds of what I set out for myself. Let's at least do this in slow motion again. Well, doing supers in slow motion is surprisingly hard. Oh, look! Okay, so check it out. There I just proved that it is not the starting location that determines whether I hit those spikes up there. It's something else. It just sometimes fails. There's just built-in inconsistency in the room. That was a little early. Oh, and with the crouch dash I still didn't make it there. Alright, well, I probably could have solved this puzzle earlier if I had done this exercise. I mean, I did long ago. That's when I cleared the room, sorta. Yeah, it just sometimes... wait. No, that has nothing to do with when I press the climb jump button. Okay. Well, okay. So there's that. Pop. Have I erased that strawberry forever on this attempt by doing that? Slow motion binoculars. I have. Okay, I'd have to restart the level for that. Got it. I mean, I could just pretend I'm touching it, but that'd be a lot less satisfying. I did not mean to turn that on. Okay. Well, maybe it's good that I've ruined this challenge for myself. Return to lobby, do not save, because the strawberry's gone. I still kind of want that. It's just... it's so unreasonably impractical to get. Yeah, just like the more time I spend in that room, the more I hate it. So, I just want to spend the amount of time that would mean I would never have any excuse for coming back there again. But that's too much time, that's the problem. Just those two things don't quite converge. Anyway, so corner kick. Crouch dash. I know all about crouch dash. There's nothing... there's probably something more to teach me about it, but I think I know everything I need to know about it. Dream double jump. Press the right jump button. Just gonna do this first exercise real quick. There's an amount of time I can delay. Oh, wait a second. Wait. What the... I am pressing the right button, right? Is this a jump button? This is a jump button. Okay, I was too far apart, so there's an amount you can wait, but why didn't that work? Okay, let's just do this first little thing for practice in case it comes up. Why does it fail? It's very mysterious. Just like, I get no feedback when it fails. That was fine. Let's just do it right a few times. No, that failed, and I don't know why. I'm gonna try to press them too close together. So that was too close together. I guess that was too. What the heck is the timing? That was definitely too far apart. I guess buffer the first one really early and press the second one at the normal time. Is the closest... Okay, yeah, so I have a rhythm. Whoosh whoosh, that's what I want to hear. But I'm pressing both buttons well before either whoosh happens. I don't get it. It just sometimes fails. When it feels like I'm making the input perfectly. Is there a very small timing window and I'm hitting both early and too late? Or, like... I don't... Wait. Oh, no, maybe what's happening is my first jump button press is buffered too early. And that one's the one that's not coming out. That could explain things. Yeah, I think when it's failing, it's the first one that's not doing it, not the second one. Okay. That's a valuable insight. Got it, okay, that's enough dream double jump. Wall bounce leniency, I remember this weird thing. I've done this in Flipside Cliffside, I know how it works. There's a weird thing here. Wait, what is this? Right, of course, because I had to be drifting there. How is this? Okay, ding dong. And then this bizarre interaction. Let's see, so... what's the input for this? First 2 frames of the wall bounce, well that's outlast the dash. Okay. Not necessary to hold jump after performing the wall bounce. So jump up, dash up, press jump and immediately dash. Well, but you have to hold right. Actually hold no direction. There we go. Hold no direction. That's the easiest. Hold no direction at all. Ultra auto boosted block. Oh, diagonal. Whoa! That sounds like the sort of thing I have to deal with sometimes, so... Wait, right, okay, so you do, up, wall bounce, then, like that, okay, got it. That one's weird! I wonder if Summit is the map that's gonna come up in. Cortec! This will only be relevant if core blocks are around. I'll review this, I have a specific level I'm reviewing that for, and it's not the one that I'm going into, I think. Wall boost, that's a term that I've used for the wrong thing a lot. Wait, that's what a wall boost is? Why is it called that? That name doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, so this is converting after 11 frames at most. Okay, sure. Alright, so that's just what I think of as a refund, which is a different sort of thing. That's called overclocking. Wait, there was the R word. No, not that one. Stamina refund. Overclocks can be performed starting wall boost from the ground, or by collecting a refill after the climb jump and before the stamina refund. Whoa, okay, I hear you now. I had to parse that. So the order of events would be do a climb jump, get a crystal, then do the refund. That's an extremely specific setup. Okay, so... well, that was enough. What's this about? This plays neutral. Neutrals have been disabled. Right, okay. Wait, okay. Wait, what is... It's sort of like that? Am I getting non-neutral jumps here? I think I'm getting, like, not even climb jumps somehow. I'm holding the button. Okay, game, yes, you know I'm holding the button. Why did I jump so far away? Wait. No, it's... Why am I jumping so far away? Like, I'm not getting it... Okay, it's order of inputs. I'm facing away from the wall, therefore interrupting my... Whoa. This one's not working for me today. Oh, there it went. Okay, I just had to insert a larger delay between the jump press and the left press. Right, okay, anyway, I understand what all of this is about. This is fine. It's a quick review, not going through the whole thing. Back boost. Yeah. I know what it is, I just don't like it. Moon boost. I know what it is and I do like it. Feather tech, well that's for the previous level. I know what that is, I guess. Spike jump, this one makes no sense, but I understand it. Super wave, I hate, but I understand. Reform tech. Right, that stuff. Okay. I'm gonna say that's enough gym review. I want to at least, like, look at the first room of the level that I'm going to. If I have questions while I'm in there, I'll return. And I've been through that gym like 4 times already. So I think it makes sense not to do it in full every single time I return. What am I looking for? Reds! Whoa, really? Okay. The first one is called what? Is it World Abyss? It is. Where do I think it is? I have no idea, so I'm gonna look around. Is it this one? No, that's Stellar Odyssey. This looks like Shatter Song, yep. Is it the sneaky one tucked away underneath everything? No, this is 74. Okay. Way up top? I don't recognize this, but that's the one. Okay, so it's, whoa! It's here. Alright, let's do it! I'm going to not continue, I'd like to start over. I've done a little bit of this. I don't remember what it is, though. I do remember really, really liking what I saw. So... touch switches are involved. I probably wanted to hit that one last. There is a watchtower, gotta work to get to it, but hang on, so that's a backward... I have not already... Are there strawberries here? I need to know that. I think there were not, but let's verify. Important piece of information I forgot to check beforehand. There are 0 strawberries, okay. So if there's a passage, it's either critical path or a non-strawberry secret. Did it save the state of my touch switch? No, that's unrun. I'm guessing I would have hit that one last to have that thing fly to the left somewhere. Here's a different one. Different kind of switch. There's the... Again, right shape, wrong color. Wait, but then what's up with this over here? It looks like there's stuff underneath, but like the camera doesn't want to go down there, and then there is a death plane. Music goes away there, like it knows I'm doing something. That's not gonna get me there quicker. Like I need to fly with that block, which means I need to find the other switch like it, but I don't know where that is. Okay, so to do the stuff on the right... Hold on, how does this even start? I guess super into wall bounce? Then I fall down, hit that switch. Gray springs don't spring unless I dash into them, I think? That has a little up arrow on it. Is it gonna fall up? I think that's what happens, right? I don't know what that outline is about. This says down. It's going to fall down, but I go into it from the bottom? Okay, so that's what the smashy switch is about. Huh. So, huh? You want me to... Oh, you want me to bunny hop. That makes more sense. And probably wall bounce later than I did. Okay. So left dash could maybe work there? No. Up dash? Whoops. Flowers just growing wherever and whichever direction they feel like. Good for them. Those actions kinda worked. I'm having a memory. Was there not a funny switch like this that I once had to not press, but had to jump off of? Was this the one? Yes, I want to not press that switch, right? Okay, so that memory's coming back to me. I think I need to like air super off of air hyper off of it, but not actually press it, right? I want to say that's what's going on here. Okay, so let's imagine I was down there. And I air hypered on that. I would end up with a dash here, I could dash up into the dream block. I don't know what's up with you. Does that like fill in once I've gotten the other touch switch here or something? Like it's touch switch shaped. I feel like I'm supposed to hit that second and then fly away on that block. Well, okay, there Well, it didn't answer my query. That's okay, it didn't make any sense. Like, partial touch switch progress has never done anything as far as I've known. No, I did all this long ago. Oh, I see, that little thing flies away. I wasn't parsing that I wasn't ringing that, it was just going up here. So that'll make this disappear. I want the door to stay so that I can wall bounce on it? Hold on, right, so keep parsing. This music is like super loud, whoa. Right, okay, so up through the dream block, ring the thing. Go here, do a dream hyper, become pink. Wall bounce on that, do another upright dash, and hope you somehow live. Because I don't know what's over there, I don't know why I'm going there. Just, it's the place that is hard to get to, so it's probably the right place to go. Right, I need to interrupt quicker. Interrupt quickly. Get here, do an air hyper, do that. That moved that left, got it, okay, so everything else went according to plan. Oops. Was this the spot where I learned of the air hyper? And gave it a different name? Maybe. I know neither of the names I've called it by are the community names, but I don't like the community names, so I don't use that one. I think it makes no sense. Oops. Here we go, mostly as planned. I could put my feet on that surface up there. So with an up dash, a left, and a climb, that feels healthier. From there, I could... Well, there's no information. I don't have any place to go, so I'm just going as far right as I can to see what I find. Oh, I was too low. How much of this level did I do? I should have continued for a moment and saw where I was, to know. Now I'd have to do some video archaeology to find the answer to that question. Oh, that wasn't as good as I hoped. Well, let's try it the other way again. This part's become easier, that's nice. Ah, that wasn't a dream hyper somehow. Love the vibes in here. There's no way I'm going left on that door. No, that wouldn't make any sense. That's where the spikes go. Please do an actual dream hyper. There we go. Oh, there's a little floaty thing up there that I didn't see before. But let's try going right and see what happens. I keep forgetting that that's where I'm trying to go. Something happened. Whoa, the camera did not like that very much. What about that funny block at the start, though? There was no other corresponding touch switch for it. Well, anyway, I'm somewhere. Maybe I'll come back to it someday in the distant future? I don't remember actually doing anything in this room. Did I only ever do the first one when I was here? I really, really do not think I completed this room ever. First one rang a bell, this really does not. What are those blocks? Yeah, no, there is no way I ever completed this room. It's huge! It's still going! There are multiple watchtowers, okay. So either I'm doing this in reverse, or there are checkpoints, or something. So that moves up. Comes with 2 springs. Oh, I drift with the dream block as it's moving. What are you asking me to do? This? Because I can, I think. Let's see. That almost worked. What maybe would work better is like if I, start this moving first? I think that's my second step. Nothing down there. I'm gonna look around a bit. Can't tell what shape that is, but it is white. This will move here, this will move there. The white thing is gonna go all the way back? Also, this looks like it starts a race. Okay, I want to touch this switch and touch it a second time. That's my current goal. So you start me there. Well, I did technically do that, and I've also done exactly that before. Just, the angle's not quite right there. But I'd be better off with like a... Maybe... I could do that. Then it goes there, then I'm just not really anywhere of use. And then I have to go back somehow? And after I've gone back... Do I imagine? No, I don't. What is this? How did I do that when I did it? I did it like this. That green crystal there is telling me something. Is there any way I can make what I'm trying to do here work? I got one idea. It's silly, but let's try it. Ooh, the silly idea totally is gonna work. Whoa! I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I'm gonna hold the jump button while I do this, maybe, in case that helps with the gravity. I need to... That's distracting me, though. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Now, I don't know if these springs are relevant yet, or sometime later in the race I'm going to be doing with that. Probably later. That white thing comes all the way back here, though. Like, you want me to return to the beginning? After I've used the dream block and the springy block, I don't know how from the beginning I'm going to get anywhere else. Unless, like, that's this thing's final resting place and it summons something for my use? That's possible. Okay, let's at least try to go that far. Right, so I have to start at this spot, to the right of the outline. It's hard to see where I am. I've mentioned this before, but the big noisy poof of a touch switch doing things just is like a lot of foreground getting in the way of what I want to see. I wonder if there's one of those extended settings I could change to turn that down. I'm trying to drift down through there without using any more dashes. Well, for one thing, I think a dash would kill me. Does that crystal regrow? No. I cannot tell if this looks anything like the actual route through the room. And that's why I'm doing it, to try to get an answer to that question. And also because it seems like the most productive thing I can do. I've done that fall before. It's excessively precise, but okay. Stay on the thing, go back up. Stay on the thing, go back up, get the... Oh right, my jump will be boosted there. Stay on the thing, go back up, don't jump, but do wait longer if you're not gonna do that. I will need my pink hair for getting to that crystal, so not using any dashes totally makes sense here. Does it not make way more sense, though? Yeah, like, I don't benefit from going that route. Just do it this way. Then I get pinked again. With 2 dashes from up here, can I get back to the beginning? A left and then a left, maybe? With the dream block out of there? That's plausible. It's clear this is not the route that makes sense, but it's the only one I can see to do. Left and... oh. Up left and then a left? I think that's too far. Oh right, no, not that way. Not the unnecessarily hard way. Up left left's not gonna do it. Up left fall and then left? So that's where I actually go through that shaft the hard way? How much of this room am I gonna do today? I keep forgetting. There is also a green crystal there, in case that's worth anything. It is worth 1 dash. Oops, no, I keep forgetting. Gotta drop down lower for that. No, I keep forgetting. Learning one thing makes it much harder to learn another thing, because then the process of learning involves unlearning, which makes it twice as hard. What about... nope. Haven't unlearned. Still gonna do that half of the time. That's just how it works, apparently. Well, no. Like, I need to see what the failure point is on this route to understand what the actual route is. I think it's pretty clear it's not this one, but I need more information to have any idea what it actually is. Doing what feels wrong will maybe give me that information. Why am I unable to do this? 3 times in a row now. Is it a dash cooldown thing, maybe? There we go, I touched it. Where does it go? Probably to some outline I'd be able to see. It's there. So in this state, I can't do anything, right? Oh! I can! Because that eventually comes back. What did it hit? That? Okay, so again, that cannot be how the room is supposed to start. But unless I need that pink hair, I've shown that that is a way it can start. I might need that pink hair. Oh, that comes back too! What?! So the only thing that didn't come back was, well, the 2 pink crystals. Where could I be going after this? I guess I could use one of those springs. Yeah, use one of those springs, get here, that will move up. Use that spring... Do you want me to cling onto that thing without springing? That's what it looks like. Like, avoid the spring, cling, and get all the way up there? Oh no. I'm gonna guess these fall? Okay, well, let's try... Yeah, well, you know what? Let's forget the touch switches and try that this way. I don't think I want that dash. I don't yet speak this level's language, but I'm learning the language right now. Interacting with it. So my idea here looks something like... that, but also grab onto that without springing? That seems like an unreasonable thing to ask me to do. Oh yeah, very unreasonable. The timing does not line up at all, does it? Maybe I just did it badly. Okay, well... No, I didn't just do it badly. The timing just doesn't line up. Let's try riding upward instead. This will take me here, where I could totally... That does fall, by the way. Camera clearly wants me to be going up, not down there. Oops, where am I? I mean, yeah, my strongest impression here is that I'm not doing, like, any of this right. What? Camera? Are you sure about that? Why? Why to the right? A watchtower eventually will show me, but not all the way down there. Okay, yeah, this is a foreign language that I am really having trouble parsing. Gonna have to get in tune with whatever this is expecting of me. I sure don't see it yet, but the vibe is cool, and I will enjoy learning this language next time.